Happy birthday to
To
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday,
to...
dear.
Say it, John. Whose birthday is it?
To the
Whose birthday
birthday
is it?
boy or girl or non-binary. Happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday
you.
to Milo. Happy
Milo, happy
birthday to
birthday to
you.
you.
That is right. April, I was going to say March. April 8th is Milo's 6th birthday.
Oh, I thought you meant birthday today. I was like, am I forgetting someone's
No,
birthday?
this goes live tomorrow. But
Yes,
yes,
yes.
welcome back to Oh That Reminds Me. I'm Mckenzie.
My name's John.
And we're here to yap to you for the next few hours about all things pop and
We're doing
pussy
we're doing a
and
few hours
pussy
this time.
poppin'. For the next few minutes, I gotta wake up at 6
Oh.
a.m. Hopefully it's not for a whole few hours. But how are you, John? How's the thing that I don't want to like say it because it's like Beetlejuice, say it 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good. I've been working. I was trying to think before this if anything like super interesting has happened. And other than my PC dying, which has been
No,
happening,
don't say it. Don't say it.
nah, bro, I gave up on it, man. I'm gonna have to like reset my PC probably, and then hopefully that fixes it. And then if not, I have to get a new SSD and swap it out. And then if that doesn't fix it, then I'm just fucked. But other than that, I'm doing all right. Kind of tired right now. But how are you doing?
You woke up at 2.
Yeah, and I'm tired. What about it? Was old Mckenzie tired when she used to wake up at 2?
Yeah, I was.
Yup, she was.
I am doing well. I filmed TikToks today. I watched the
Nice.
Minecraft movie
Nice.
without all its CGI done. I
Oh,
watched
did you use the legal link that I sent you to purchase it?
that legal link actually doesn't work and it said not found.
Oh,
So
you have a different
really
one?
appreciate that. I didn't look for it. My boyfriend looked for it and I just sat there and I
Gotcha.
waited. But
Fair
I
enough.
have seen the Minecraft movie.
Thoughts?
Thoughts. Wow, where do I start? Well, first the Letterbox review got. First of all, Angel says hi. He said, "Tell Pod I say hi," because we got
Oh,
reminded
weird.
that our.
I messaged him about it and he didn't message me anything. I think all my friends hate me and I'm gonna kill myself.
So basically, I rated the movie 2 stars on Letterbox. It was yeah.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
It was yeah.
Yeah. Flint
Was
and
it-
Steel, Chicken Jockey.
Was
Why
it
does
funny?
he keep singing? Why are they 69ing? So many questions I have.
Now, I'm gonna ask something that I've seen other people ask when they rate movies before.
Mm-hmm.
Which is comparing it to other reviews you've done and seeing if it holds up. So you think the Minecraft movie is half a star better than the original Frankenstein? Does that check out?
Are you on my letterbox currently?
does that check out?
I watched the Minecraft movie without getting distracted while the Frankenstein movie, I was more like, when this is the original Frankenstein. I was like, when the fuck does this end?
Okay. And you think Captain America Brave New World is half a star better than the Minecraft movie?
Yes,
Okay.
for sure.
Checks out.
Again, I watched the Minecraft movie without its CGI completed.
Yeah, that's an interesting review to drop. But I feel like
Yeah.
it could only happen for a Minecraft movie. I mean, would you say? I feel like at that point, then you're not really rating it on visuals, though.
I saw the villagers without heads. The piglins' mouths didn't move, but
Like I'm saying, if it had the CGI in it, do you think it would have made that much of a difference that you would have rated it higher?
No,
Or is,
I think the premise, the story, the characters.
Mm-hmm.
It also was like low-key sexist.
Oh, love that.
There was 3 guys, 2 girls, and they got split up to where all the guys went to go fight things, and the girls walked.
As girls do.
Yeah, they walked. I mean, they fought like zombies, and then they like found Dennis, the dog. But
I was sexist the
and
other
then they
day, and I
built
jump-scared
a
myself.
mushroom house. Wait, what? You jump scared yourself on being sexist?
I was playing Schedule 1, and
No spoilers.
I mean, it's not like a story game.
No spoilers on if I only know you do drugs.
Okay. So I was playing Schedule 1, and we were thinking about hiring an employee.
You can hire things. Fucking spoiling.
we were thinking about hiring an employee to clean stuff for us, and when I was talking about it, I said, yeah, and we can hire a cleaning lady, and then I immediately went, whoa, that was really sexist of me. Why did I just assume it would be a woman?
How? Well, what do you call cleaning men?
Just like cleaners. I could have just said like, oh, we could hire a cleaner. Like, I don't know why I had to specify it was a lady.
Yeah, you could have. You right.
So yeah, I jump scared myself, and I checked myself on it, and I'm
$25
for the game.
I was planning on just playing this game on Wednesday. No, it's not when I stream. Thursday. But I swear it was not $25 last time I checked.
It was on sale when I bought it. So maybe that's when you looked.
Life's so hard.
But I mean, that's better than most games, which are like 100 Canadian nowadays.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just a game. And games are really expensive. And everything is getting more and more expensive. And I'm losing my job. If you guys don't know, I work at my school. And I'm no longer in school, so that's kind of...
You're not just gonna hang around?
I mean, I did make the joke that I should fail a class so I can keep the job for another year, so we shall see.
All right. Do you have any? Actually, I think we talked about this last time.
My goals? You're gonna ask me what my fucking goals are? What I want to do after school? You're gonna ask me like what I'm gonna...
I was gonna ask you about like work plans and content plans, but we talked about that last episode. So if you didn't hear, you can go back and you can listen.
Real.
But I hate the Minecraft movie, and I haven't seen it.
That's honestly really fair and really valid.
Yeah.
I love Minecraft. Minecraft has been a part of my life from a very young age, you know?
We wouldn't be here if it weren't for Minecraft.
I stole my sister's account. I met John through Minecraft. I met some of my best friends I don't talk to anymore. I met my boyfriend. I was going through chronological order, and you messed it all up.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
No, you can...
I'll start from the beginning. I stole my sister's account. I met my best friends I don't talk to anymore on there. I met John. I met my boyfriend. I met a bunch of parasocial weekend chatters that made me want to cry. And that's all.
Okay, that's the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to continue your sentence now?
Oh.
I love Minecraft.
Minecraft very special to me, and I felt like the movie could have just been done 10 billion times better, and it was just so I felt like the people did not know their target audience, because Minecraft, it's a thing again where Mojang just cares about what's it called? Bedrock. Because, Bedrock has a lot of children, but you're not going to get, the children aren't going to fucking afford tickets to go buy the movie. Their parents are going to buy it. And, I feel like they kind of forgot about how many generations of people have played Minecraft in the past and how, I don't know how big of that being in their childhood was, and they just kind of focused on the children, because the movie would be good, I guess, for a little 7-year-old brain rot dumb-ass kid, but they, I don't know, they could have targeted to such a wider audience, which would have made it better, but instead they went the kid route with inappropriate jokes throughout.
Yeah, it seemed like they really honed in on their like bedrock children audience, which I guess is technically the target audience of the game too is kids, and like yeah, obviously it's not all kids that play it, and Mojang's very aware of that, but the intended audience is primarily younger. Um, so that's what I got from most of the clips that I saw is like it seemed like it was trending to a to appeal to a younger audience that like I'm saying like a lot like I didn't really match up with it. None of the jokes seemed funny. The only ones that were funny were kind of like ironically funny, and now they're not funny because they've been overdone and ruined by annoying teenagers and 20-year-olds who should grow up on TikTok who are harassing
Chicken
employees
jockey.
and screaming chicken jockey and throwing their popcorn and their drinks. Or I personally went to a McDonald's, and if you don't know, McDonald's currently has a Minecraft meal.
I
And
want the Minecraft
um,
meal.
when I showed up there was about 30 kids that I would say are like freshman to junior high school age, like first through third year high school, whatever you would call it, year 9 through year 11. There we go. And yeah, all of them were there was a group of them that stole a bunch of food that was for pickup orders and they left. A bunch of them are smacking drinks out of each other's hands so that they would spill everywhere and then not cleaning it up and leaving it for the employees to do later. A bunch of them were destroying the play place and playing on all the screens and breaking them and stuff. So, and yeah, the entire time they just kept going Flint and Meal, and talking about the Minecraft movie because they thought it was funny because they saw it on TikTok. So I think TikTok has ruined the generation and has ruined the Minecraft movie more than it was already ruined. And I think that we aren't necessarily the target audience for it.
Oh, definitely not.
And
But
those are my thoughts.
you know who also ruined the Minecraft movie for themselves?
Who?
Valkyrie. Because
True.
for some reason, she was in the Minecraft movie. I have no clue why. She is a content creator and she's Valkyrie. Love Valkyrie, stand Valkyrie. But she had no, like, Captain Sparkles wasn't even in the fucking.
I think it's just a case of like studio making gamer movie. Let's get gamers, and they get the most popular current quote unquote gamers that they
But
see.
like
So
they got like Aphmau and like I think it was I has Cup. Wait, no, was I Cup?
Aphmau has fucking toys in Target that sell like crazy, bro. Aphmau's big.
Okay, they have Dan TDM. They had Mumbo Jumbo. I think they had.
Like those people were in the movie?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
In the most okay, spoilers for the Minecraft movie. Their cameo is them in an auction. They're like a storage war auction.
What?
Yeah.
What are they like trying to buy?
Just Steve's old stuff. Cause Steve's trapped in the Minecraft world, so
so it's not like it's not like related to Minecraft at all. They're just buying his belongings.
Well,
but then the cube thing from the trailer.
Yes.
I see.
Mm-hmm. He
or
got
not
there.
From the trailer. I don't know if that's from the trailer. I've seen so many clips. I don't know what's trailer and what's not. But I've basically seen the movie.
Yeah. No, I thought I knew a good chunk of it, but I knew nothing. I did not know he sung songs.
Yeah.
3 times. 4 times. There are 4 different songs.
I think maybe it's just this movie, and I'm wrong, or maybe not. But I think I have a kind of hot take that I've discovered with the Minecraft movie, and hopefully he can prove me wrong. But
who's he?
You'll hear. I think Jack Black isn't funny if you don't have childhood nostalgia. Cause like, yeah, I think he's fine in like Kung Fu Panda. I loved Kung Fu Panda as a kid. But
it felt like Jack Black didn't have a script.
He was just being Jack Black.
It felt like he was just saying whatever he wanted to at that time. Like, it felt like obviously you can't really base Steve off a lot because he's just. But like, That's not the Steve that I would have thought he would
Yeah.
be.
And I don't know, like his delivery of line again, I think it's just very much for kids, and it's made me realize or think that I think Jack Black is funny if you're a kid and if you have childhood nostalgia of a certain role or movie or of him, but I think as a whole, maybe it's just to me, maybe it's just a me thing, but I don't think he's that funny. He's just going, chicken jockey, flint and steel. And
Yeah, I
it's
feel
just I don't
like
know, the way he says words, it's like it's supposed to be funny, but it's not funny to me anymore. And it just gives you the ick almost. Like you feel not weird, but it's just I don't know, you just like cringe really hard watching it, or at least I did.
well, all of those moments, like I said, I did feel like he didn't have a script, but all of those moments you did mention was from the movie, so I feel like you can't really judge him as a person, kind of vibe.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying as like a
Even
personal
though I'm kind of
person,
yeah, okay, you're just
but
I
if it because I've seen a lot of people say that it felt like he wasn't playing a role, he was just playing Jack Black in the movie. And if that's
no,
playing
I
Jack
just said
Black,
that.
I don't think Jack Black is very funny.
But he did just host SNL, and I think that he did a decent job. I didn't really watch all of it, but I do know he sang,
Oh, okay.
and like
I
people said
haven't
that
seen
it's
any
really
of it.
good. But but also to follow like I think that oh wait, hold, I'll figure out my thought.
Okay.
Jack Black also is promoting the movie, so he's kind of just like in character. I feel like through it, but he went on like I feel like it was Kelly Clarkson, and um this person named Tanner who was on Love on the Spectrum was there, and he really wanted to meet Jack Black, and it was just a really sweet, cute moment. That happened where like Jack Black showed up, and then he
I
got
saw
really
that clip.
excited,
Mhm.
and I don't know. He's at least a good person, I think.
Yeah. I don't.
Maybe in a few
I'm not trying
years.
to.
No, I know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not trying
I'm
to
aware you're not
disrespect
saying he's
Jack
trying
Black,
to How dare you? Jack
and
Black is my father.
I'm willing to be proven wrong by it. And I know like Jack Black is one of Noah Meerkat's favorite actors, and School of Rock is like his favorite movie. I
I
haven't
do
seen
think
it
when he
though.
was younger, he did a lot. Like he had School of Rock. He had what was he? There's like this movie that's like a love movie, and like the girl's like really fat, but he sees her as really skinny. Everyone sees
Shallow
her.
Hall.
I have no clue if that's right or not.
I don't know. I'm looking at a poster and it's a skinny girl, and but she's bigger in the shadow behind her. It's
But
Gwyneth
that
Paltrow.
movie, yes, yes, that movie I feel like is very well done. Even though I've only seen TikTok clips of it, as he's not like a joke the whole time, you know.
Looking at his lineup, I have only seen the Kung Fu Panda movies and Shark Tale, and I don't remember Shark Tale at all.
I also
So
don't remember Shark Tale.
I haven't seen much of his movies, so this is just me hardcore judging him off of the Minecraft movie. But if that's his humor, it's not for me. Those are my
Real
thoughts.
quick though, we're gonna go back to the last episode because we left you guys on a little
Oh!
bit of a cliffhanger. If you guys remember, John got into some work drama and broke up a whole relationship, from what
Nope.
I heard. Oh,
Didn't break anyone up.
well, did you not do that once though?
I don't know.
Huh.
I'm
Okay. Well,
I'm somewhat
John
of a
will not
heart
say
crab.
his story because I don't know.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. So basically, if you didn't hear, I got into some relationship drama, but I'm also
Oh,
it's not my
you didn't
drama.
break it out?
I'm like in the middle of it. So here, let's set the scene. Let me give you some names of people, but not their real names. Mckenzie, give me a girl name.
Natalie.
Okay. Give me another girl name.
Ashley.
Okay, give me two new girl names that aren't either of those. That you don't know. They're not our friends. Don't use our friends' names.
Oh, Ashley's your
get
friend.
confused.
Interesting.
Okay, we're not. I would say she's a work friend, but she's involved in the story, so I was trying to not use her name.
You don't know. Hey, you're the one who don't. I'll cut it out if you want. Write 19 down if you want.
But I don't care. Fuck it. We'll use Ashley, and we'll use freaking
no,
Paulina.
I'm thinking. No, I don't like that name. Let me think.
Well, Welcome to the rest of the episode where Mckenzie tries to. It's like those videos where it's like, name a woman. Name a woman.
Do you just need those names?
I need 2 girl names and a guy name, and that's it.
Oh, and okay, Noah.
Stop using. It's gonna get confusing. I just mentioned Noah earlier, so then people are gonna think Noah. You can't use names of people that are
Angel?
in the. Stop using Mckenzie verse names.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Hold. Name generator. Name generator.
We could use like Vanessa and Steve and okay.
Female. What's your character's title? Lord.
Paul.
Lady. Birth year? Doesn't
James.
matter.
Jane. Shannon.
Where do I see the character's name? Oh, here we go. Lady Maisie. Where Riggs.
What? Okay, give me 3 names.
Okay. Lady Cassie Webb Wellish.
give me 3 names so that I could tell the story.
Okay. Abby, Amanda, Adam.
It's crazy. All right. Now that you've named both of the girls involved by name.
What?
Now that we've named both of them involved, they don't listen to this podcast, so I'll just use their names. Yep. So we got Abby and Ashley. All right, and nice pick in that one. Yeah. We got Abby, Ashley,
you haven't told me any of this.
Yeah, I know I haven't. That's why I'm telling people this is crazy. Yeah, we got Abby, we got Ashley.
Why am I wearing my own glasses right now?
We got Tony. I'll just name everyone. Fuck it.
I gave you a name.
I forget them because you immediately went Abby, and it just caught me so off guard.
Okay. Jared.
So that's someone else I work with, which you know.
Wait, no, I got this. Mark.
Okay, there's no Mark.
Michael?
No Michael, I don't think.
Steven.
Maybe. Shit, I'm bad with names.
Jack.
All right, so we have sorry, my brain has been I was ready to just get 3 names in 2 seconds and be done with that, and now my brain is like all off track. Okay, so basically, let me set the scene. I do order fulfillment at my job, right? And so I run around.
Dogs.
I go around and I pick stuff for online orders, and then I like put it away. Okay, and so I was doing order pickups, and then there's drive up, and there's like the front of store pickup where you go up to the desk and you're like, hey, what's up? I need my stuff. Okay. Now, Abby, I'm not necessarily friends with Abby, but I'm like kind of friends with Abby because she is really good friends with Ashley, who I am decent work friends with. And Tony, I walk past him and I say, yo, what's up? How you doing? And he says, good.
I'm walking
How you doing?
here.
And he goes, I'm walking here. I'm working here. I say, yo, how you doing? He says, good. How are you? I say, good. And that's the extent of any conversation I've had with Tony. I've never had like a real talk with him. We're not friends. Yeah, I don't know. We just don't talk. Okay. Now, Abby is working in the drive-up room. Okay. And, you know, we've been becoming better and better work friends, you know, talking more, whatever. And I go to stow an order up front, and Tony's up there. And I get up there, and as I'm stowing the order, he walks into like the room that's behind it where the orders go, right? Because I guess no one's at the desk. And he just starts like maniacally Joker laughing. Can you give me a Joker laugh? Just set the scene for the people. Just give me like a crazy laugh.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Yeah, so it was more like
Huh?
like fucking
Huh?
psycho laugh, okay? So he he psycho laughs and so he psycho la so he psycho laughs. So he psy so he psycho laughs and you done or is it coming again? So he psycho laughs and I'm like I'm like, "Yo, are like you good?" And kind of chuckle uncomfortably cuz it's like weird. Um and he's like, "Man, I've just had the craziest weekend." And I'm like, "Yeah?" And he's like, "Yeah," and starts laughing again. And I don't ask him about it. He doesn't tell me about it. I keep putting my orders away. Then he starts crazy laughing again. And so then at that point, it's like guy we don't have to I didn't ask, your line wasn't there. It's just, if you read the script for the episode, doesn't there wasn't. Hang on, can I pull you aside really quickly just so that people can hear? Yeah, so you weren't really supposed to laugh there. So it's just kind of like ruined the flow of
Listen,
the
I
thing.
fucked it up
So
last
it's like if
week
you
on thinking
just
that
like
it
look,
wasn't my line when it was my line. I'm trying to not fuck it
yeah,
up
but
this
just like
time, so I
yeah,
really
just like look at
appreciate
this.
it. I understand.
Just look at the script. Just please read the.
You
We
have to
gave
be
you the
more
script.
clear on when I have at
It
least
doesn't.
10
It
more
doesn't say that.
ha-ha-has.
Yeah, but
I
it doesn't
haven't
say
finished
one there.
my
It doesn't.
part
If
that
you
you've just skipped over my part. I am still on my one line of ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha. I haven't ha-ha'd all my has. Go back
you
to
do the
your
last
story.
Okay, so yeah, so he starts crazy laughing again, and at that point, he's just
Eh,
kind of.
eh.
He's just kind of guy looking for attention. You know what I mean? Like clearly, he wants me to ask what's up. So I'm like, "You good?" Again, trying to be like, "What the fuck is happening?" And so then he starts explaining his crazy weekend, okay? And so his crazy weekend starts off with meeting some girl at like a party or something. I don't even think it was a party. I don't know. He met some girl, okay? And after knowing her for 10 hours, she got him really drunk and then they hooked up in his car. And after that, he didn't ever want to see this girl again because he said she's a bad influence on him. Okay. But apparently she became obsessed with him and wanted to like go out with him. And turns out she knew someone who worked
Welcome
at
back to Jubal and Brooke in the morning. Today we're doing
Yup,
second
yup,
date
second
update.
date update. Apparently she is friends with someone who works at the Starbucks in our Target. So then she showed up to Target to kind of like ask him on another date and try to go out with him. And he told her like, "Yo, I don't want to see you again. Like this isn't gonna happen." And after only ever talking to her one time and hooking up with her, and then saying, "I don't want to see you again" or anything, apparently they like kissed goodbye, which that's interesting, and he was rocked by a little bit, and he called himself an idiot for doing that. And then that same night, after he told the girl like, no, don't want anything to do with you, he decided that it was time to act on his crush he has on Abby, and he was gonna text Abby and ask her out. And so he texted her and asked her out, and she shut him down and said no. And then he started maniacally laughing
Well,
again. And all I said was like,
would it be me?
surely it can't get worse from here, right? Ha ha ha. And then
You
I
shouldn't
I
have
walk
said
away.
that.
And no, he's like, yeah, man, haha. And notably, he didn't tell me to keep it between us. Is it socially assumed that I should? Probably. But he didn't tell me to.
You know what? People always hate on us for gossiping, but what we're doing is spreading awareness. And they
Facts.
should be thanking us.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. So yeah,
But we love to gossip. We eat that shit up.
after he told me all this, I was kind of like, all right, this is kind of like funny and weird and wacky. And me personally, in a gossip situation, I'm for the girlies, right? So I'm gonna go tell Girly Pop Nation what's going on with this guy because this is crazy. So I go over to the drive-up room and I find Abby, and I'm like, "Did you ask Tony out?" She was like, "Yeah, did he tell you?" And I was like, "Yeah, he's just up front laughing." And then I'm like, "You good?" And then he just tells me that he hooked up with some girl and he didn't want to see her again, but then she knew someone at Starbucks and they kissed goodbye, but then he didn't see her again, and then he asked you out and then you denied him, and now he's like all like crazy and shit, like he's going psycho. And then she's like, I love how he's just giving this information out to everyone for free, unasked. And I was like, yeah, I've spoken to him maybe one time. We laugh about it. I assume that's going to be the end of it, okay?
Mhm.
Wacky story is what it is. Then a couple days later, I see Ashley at work, okay? And now Ashley and Abby are really good friends. And I had overheard Abby telling Ashley about how Tony asked her out. Oh, also, sorry, going back a little bit. She explained that apparently Tony has had a crush on her for a while and she's known, but the one of the main problems about it is that she is 18 and just turned 18 and he's
Oh.
21 and he's on a crush on her for like 2 3 years.
Oh.
So he was
That's
like 3 year age
illegal.
gap. He was like
By any chance, does he stream Minecraft?
he was like 19 years old having a crush on a 16-year-old. Anyways, um yeah, so to continue the story, so then I see Ashley, and I'd overheard her and Abby talking about how she shut him down. So I assume Ashley knows everything. And so then I start talking about how he talked to me and how funny and wacky that is. And it turns out Abby hadn't told her, and she didn't know. So then I was like, oh, she was like, why hasn't Abby told me about that? And I was like, oh, I don't know. You haven't been at work in a couple of days. I guess probably maybe she didn't see you or something. So then I explained the situation to catch her up. Okay. So I catch her up, and I think that's going to be the end of it. Well, like 2 days later, I'm working, and Ashley's working, and Abby's working, and Tony's working, right? And
Everybody's working.
while I'm stowing stuff in the drive-up room, I'm bagging stuff, bagging. Tony walks into the room and immediately goes, "Did you fucking snitch, bro?" I'm like, what? And he goes, "Did you snitch? I told you that in confidence, like what we talked about." I was like, what are you talking about? Did I snitch? Why would I snitch? What did I snitch about? Why would I snitch? And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm just checking because apparently Ashley knows now, and like if people in fulfillment know, you're the only one in fulfillment that I told, and so I was just confused because like now everyone knows, but I believe you and I trust you, and I was like, yeah, I wouldn't tell anyone. Why would I tell anyone that, knowing full well I told her. So I
Oh
was like, yeah,
god.
why would I tell her? And she's like, all right, thanks, appreciate you, and he walked away. And after he walked away, I'm I'm kind of laughing, and I turn around and I see my coworker friend Joey, and Joey is looking back at me with a look on his face that I can tell he knows exactly what that was about. And he's kind of confused, but he knows what happened with like Tony and Abby. So then I really tried to I have a bit of a guilty consciousness, and I just go, yeah, it was me. I told her. And he's like, no. And I was like, yeah, I may or may not have told Abby and then told Ashley, and now they know. And I was like, how do you know? And he was like, well, Abby told me. And I was like, what? And then he told Alexis. And so then like everyone like half the store knows. And apparently Tony was telling a bunch of people too. And so I was like, what? And he was like, listen, I don't know why you're being so messy with this drama. Like, you are messy. And I was like, no, 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 no. I swear I don't gossip. I didn't mean to, I swear. Um and so then I was walking to the front of the store to bag stuff, and I passed Tony talking to someone else, right?
Mhm.
And they were talking like very serious. He was like, okay, so then I told like these people, it's got to be like one of these people. And he is really, really, really trying to figure out who told Abby and leaked it to the entire store. Presumably is gonna assume it's someone that didn't do it because he says he trusts me and it seems like he believes me. So I've possibly burned a friendship from from this situation that I'm not involved in because Tony's gonna be mad at someone or have a different opinion on one of his actual friends who he told who didn't leak, even though I'm the one who leaked.
So you didn't break up a
So
relationship, but you broke up a friendship.
I possibly broke up a friendship, yes. And yeah, don't gossip, guys. It might have side effects. Will I stop gossiping? Probably not. But I made it out of this one alive. So, oh,
And he
and then
hasn't brought it up
to cap it all
since?
off, yeah, he hasn't brought. I haven't seen him since, which is crazy.
Oh.
But actually, I saw him one time, but he was shopping and like he didn't see me. Um, but to cap it all off, so after he's like head hunting for who's snitching, right? I messaged Ashley and I was like, did you tell him that I told you so? Like, don't leak, right? And then she texted me back apparently, but I'm working, so I didn't see. And then I'm walking past the checkout lanes, and she has clocked out, and Abby's clocked out, and they're going to dinner together. And both of them are at the checkout lanes. And then she starts saying to me at the checkout lane, she's like, "No, I didn't tell him he know." I was like, "Shut up! Why are you talking about this here? Like, he's gonna overhear us talking about it, and then know that I said shit. I ain't going down for this." Like, stop. We got to be a little more discreet than that. She's at the front of the store being like, "No, I didn't tell Tony. Tony doesn't know it's you." Shut up! What are we doing?
Tony knows now, though. Tony knows now.
So, I don't think he knows, and he's probably going to ruin one of his friendships because of me, and honestly, my bad. But in an evil way, it also doesn't affect me, so, like, I'm chilling.
And it's okay, because you know what? We're going to keep gossiping. And I got to gossip about this new hot thing. If you know me,
Sabrina Carpenter Fortnite.
You know I love Chipotle. And Chipotle came out with hot honey chicken.
You have kind of become a dick rider for Chipotle, I'm not going to lie. The shit I was hearing you say the other day was crazy.
Chipotle?
I have. It's all right.
I love Chipotle. I gotta shout out that one YouTube video me and Nick watched while we waited for Natalie to pick us up, because that was what started my Chipotle obsession. Because of a man who ate Chipotle 30 days straight.
You were like, shit, if he can do it 30 days, I can do it a couple times.
Real and true. Because I tried the Chipotle hot honey chicken, which it sounds like it's available in America too, but maybe I'm wrong. But it's freshly grilled chicken marinated with chipotle peppers and a touch of pure honey for a limited time only. And I'm here to give you my honest review. Okay, food review.
Pre-review. I just want to open this up with, I fucking love hot honey on chicken. You introduced me to honey on chicken nuggets. And then after you did that, it opened up the floodgates because I like, spicy stuff. It opened up the floodgates to hot honey, and hot honey is fucking delicious.
Now,
so I'm interested to see if you have the same.
Like honey on chicken nuggets, but I can't do spice. Spice is not a thing that I have built in me.
You famously think that barbecue chips are spicy?
Yes, I still tried this. And I got a bowl, and I made the bowl into a burrito, because I got the burrito on the side,
Money hack.
And I normally get steak. So, I've had chicken, but I go the little bougier, and I get the steak, which means I don't get guac. Because I feel like if you get chicken, you can get the guac. But if you get steak, you shouldn't get the guac.
I've never had guac, so I just don't get the guac.
I like guac. But yes, I got the hot honey chicken. And I was a little spooked. Because, it's made from chipotle peppers. That sounds pretty spicy. My mom was like, "You want to ask for a sample?" And I was like, "No. Let me go into this." And I opened the bowl. I didn't even put it in my burrito because the reason why I got a bowl this time, too, is because in case I didn't like it or it was too spicy, I could just take it out and just have a rice burrito. But
that would have been so sad.
I took the piece of chicken and I ate it. And it just tastes like chicken. It wasn't that spicy. I had the hint of spice and the sweetness, but it was nothing crazy. It kind of was just chicken that was a little sweeter, and then after eating a few, it was a little spicy, but it was not really that spicy. It was I would rather have my I wouldn't be mad if it was given to me, so I feel like I would give it a 7 out of 10. I think I would because it's limited time currently, I would get it again, but I do prefer my steak more.
Do you prefer it over the regular chicken?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, yes.
Does it add flavor other than the hint of spice?
Because it's glazed, it does go on everything, It's not marinated in. So it's on the rice. The rice has the flavor. The flavor kind of goes add flavor throughout. It does add flavor, but I was prepared for something really spicy, and it was just not spicy at all. And that's my Chipotle review. Thank you.
I might have to try it.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of hot honey.
But maybe that was just that one Chipotle I went to. Who knows?
And hot honey on pepperoni pizza, fucking delicious.
Have not had.
That shit's good.
Also, they have tacos at Chipotle? I
Yeah,
don't think they have that in Canada.
they got quesadillas too.
But, John,
Mckenzie.
when you get married, do you know what song will play while the bride walks down the aisle?
Yes, she's gonna walk out and
Oh,
it's gonna go, "Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad."
interesting.
Hmm.
Because on
Do you?
TikTok, a lot of people want it to be. Oh, mine's gonna be probably Across the Stars, like Star Wars,
Hmm.
or like an instrumental of like Billy song, something like
Okay.
that. But a lot of people on
What?
TikTok,
You say, oh, that's all you say? You say like an instrumental to a Billy song, and whoever's planning your wedding is like, "I got this," and then you walk out, and then she just goes do 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 do. You're like, "God damn it, not this one!"
yeah,
And
anyways,
then the Justin Bieber part
on
plays
oh god no, on TikTok, a
on
lot of
TikTok.
people want it to
Hmm.
be "Ordinary" by Alex Warren, also known
I
as blonde guy from the Hype House, turned singer,
I
married to
hate
Cover.
I hate Ordinary.
Now I am seeing him when I go to Oshiega, so I'm gonna film that just for you.
Now, do I hate the song Ordinary because of the song Ordinary? No. I do, however, hate it because I don't follow him or interact with any of his posts, but it is being shoved down my throat so fucking bad. Oh my god. And maybe it's just because I'm not like a fan of his music that I'm complaining. Because you know what? I'll watch every single "ah shit, here we go again. I'm falling
I'm
head
head
first. Ankles
first,
hit the
ankles hit the
two step.
two-step.
Sally makes
Sally
my
make
head
my
hurt."
head
I'll watch every single
hurt.
goddamn one of those. And I'm watching videos, and
You
it'll
know
be a
that
girl.
Vancouver person?
Yeah, it'll be a girl like
I used to follow
manifesting.
her.
Oh really?
Yeah, I unfollowed her
It'll
because
be like
she kind of like changed her content, but I did know her.
it'll be a video of it's like manifesting me being the Vancouver Sally, and then I could check her profile. I'm like, I gotta know. And then she was the Vancouver Sally, and then I watched both those videos. Love Sally, right? But Ordinary just
For
doesn't.
content, Role Model is currently on tour and he has a song called Sally When the Wine's Out. And for a part of it, the ending, he brings a person from the audience or a famous person like Renee Rapp or that one guy from the Wallows who plays in 13
Or
Reasons Why.
Leve.
And they dance on stage with him and get to meet him.
Um,
And if
yeah.
I was a
So
fan of him,
this.
I was there, I'd be so mad if I wasn't chosen. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I think that's why people camp outside because his shows get like the most campers I've ever seen in my life. But that guerrilla marketing worked on me because I didn't listen to Role Model at all, and then I started getting some
No,
Sally TikToks,
real.
and now shit, I listen to the whole album. I'm a fan, but don't have the same effect for Alex Warren. I don't care that your wife messed
Taking
up the
me
confetti
out
blast,
to
bro. I do
ordinary.
not care. I'm getting I'm getting videos from listen, I'm getting videos from the crowd. Also, you know what? I will defend him though for this one part. We've been saying this, but concert etiquette is fucking dead. He was trying to film like a TikTok,
Oh yes.
and in it he told everyone to be quiet because he was trying to go like, "Tonight, minions, we steal the moon," and turn around, and then no one was gonna say anything, and then like his friend was gonna scream to shut up. Um, and so then he said to be quiet, and then he turned around, and then a bunch of people cheered, and then he said, "No, please be quiet, seriously." And then he turned around, and then the same people cheered. And then those people posted a TikTok and were like, "Oh my god, we were the ones who ruined his TikTok. Oh my god." And everyone was like, "Yeah, you suck. What the fuck?" Like why would you do that? And they were like, "Honestly, we couldn't hear him." You could hear him so clearly if you just weren't paying attention. Um, but yes, I don't care about the song Ordinary, right? And I'm getting fed all of these Ordinary TikToks, and it's playing nonstop, and I need it to end. And then part of that is, when you're on TikTok and you get a video and you don't quite understand the context, right? But you hit the comments,
Yes.
and then there's 1,000 people trying to farm the blue comment by saying the thing,
Yes.
and then one of them will become the blue comment. You can click on the blue comment, and then it searches, and then hopefully you get the context you desire. I hate when I do that and I don't get the context that I desire because I just want to know what's happening. So then I get a video that says me practicing to be the second bridesmaid, and it's them
Yeah.
like sprinting. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So then I click the blue comment because I'm like, oh, is there a video of like a bridesmaid like sprinting, going crazy or something? And I'm just getting a bunch of videos of people saying that they're practicing to be the second bridesmaid in that one video, but no one will explain to me what that one video is and what I'm getting the fucking Savannah Bananas out there on the baseball field running to the song talking about the goddamn second bridesmaid, but I don't know who the bridesmaid is, bro. Can you explain this to me?
I can explain this to you. I don't listen to Alex Warren, but I think that he's a decent singer compared to all the other TikTok stars that come out. Like, he ain't out here being like, my crown, my crown.
Also,
everybody wants a piece of my crown. What's up?
I just want to, two things. One, yeah, I think he's a pretty decent singer. I have no problems with the song itself. I'm just getting tired of it. Number two, I don't know why. I thought he had something to do with Dream. Did he ever have anything to do with Dream? What's that? Doesn't Dream have a song with a guy?
That was not him. He has a song with Alex, starts with the B. He like plays, he looks kind of similar because they're both white. Wait, hold. I got this. I know what you're on about. What's his name?
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was this guy.
No, it's not younger.
Alec Benjamin.
Yeah. Change my clothes. Yeah.
I thought he was Alec Benjamin.
No. Okay.
Different white boy. Okay.
Back to this, Alex. So, he has the song Ordinary, which he wrote for his wife, Cover, which is basically like confessing his love to her or whatever. Who cares? But a lot of people really liked the song and they wanted to play it for their wedding. And so he made Ordinary wedding version for people to play on their wedding, right?
Okay.
And normally, the bridesmaid walk down the aisle and then to a song.
Okay.
So I'm going to play the song. And
the wedding version?
Tell you, yes, the wedding version. I'll tell you when the other, actually, I don't even know, but here. So this would be the first lady walking, right?
Okay.
And then I think, okay, wait, hold. Wait, let me start. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. First person. They walk. Second person.
Okay.
They walk. Third person. They walk. You see how short their part was compared to the other two?
So the second one's got a haul ass.
Exactly. So the whole TikTok is saying how the wedding version is not very evenly spaced out. You feel me?
I see.
And that's the whole thing. I never found it funny. I never really
everyone is farming it.
And you know who is especially farming it? The Haley girl that I don't like. What's her name? Wait, hold. Brides.
Bieber?
No, Brides. Ordinary. Please say they.
Is it the one that you said just like that we talked about in our TikTok drama deep dive?
Yes. She just jumps in on all. She just steals people's content. Drives me insane. Her name's like Haley, I feel like.
Yeah. So also, I just wanna say to Alex Warren, not Benjamin,
he's listening.
Because I know you're hearing this. Get that bag, sis. I would be doing the same shit if I had a song that was popping off. I'd be farming the fuck out of that too. I'm just personally tired of it and don't need to hear your song again. Please. Thank you.
He has other songs too.
I wouldn't know that, Mckenzie. That's the crazy part. I would not know that he had any other songs. You know why?
He has a song with Joe Jonas.
I haven't heard. He has a song with Joe Jonas, and I haven't heard it one time. But I've heard Ordinary more. I've heard Ordinary more times than I've heard my fucking family speak to me in the past month.
Wait.
He's that guy too. I hate that song. Fuck.
Oh shit.
Why does he only make he makes one song at a time and then he won't shut up about it? Oh my god. Come out with an album or something. Jesus Christ.
Album. He has a chapter 1.
Jesus Christ, bro. This guy. God, I'm beefing with this man, bro. I'm beefing with him. I'm sorry. You know what? You do you. If it's working for you, it's working for you. Stop. Yeah, Burning Down's in an album. Why have I only ever heard those 2 songs? And he doesn't stop playing them. Promote something else, please. Come out with more. You can come out with multiple singles. You don't just need one.
Back to the that reminds me weekly podcast update. If you guys know, we have been following the development of Tangled, which involved, I think, Florence Pugh being the actor, and then it was Sabrina Carpenter. But we now have breaking news. The development on the live-action Tangled movie has been stopped indefinitely.
So now she's played by no one.
And that's our update.
Rest in peace.
And maybe that's because of Snow White.
Or maybe.
No, I have a transition.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And maybe that's because of Snow White, even though Rachel Zegler is an amazing singer and amazing actor, just like how she was an amazing actor in The Ballad of the Songbirds and Snakes, which we watched for movie night on Sunday. If you guys don't know, you guys aren't already, join my Discord. We're doing movie nights again. Our next movie night is on the 27th of April. I was gonna say March again. Watching Wicked. But John watched The Ballad of the Songbirds and Snakes for the first time, and if you guys know, I recently read the book and I love The Hunger Games. So speak on it.
I originally, after watching it, rated 2.5 stars, and then I went to go to bed. And then, as I was going to bed, I thought about it more, and I increased it to 3 stars. And now,
thank you.
I think I'm gonna increase it to 3.5 stars. I think. Can I do like a 1/4 star maybe? No, I'll do 3.5.
Yeah. I want to also clarify that this movie is in my top 4 Letterboxd movies.
I think
but with rewatching it after reading the book, it might leave that spot.
I think, in my opinion, personally, it is the worst Hunger Games movie. I don't think it's a bad movie, but I think out of the Hunger Games movies, it's the worst one. I think there's some flaws in it as a movie as a whole. Like, the movie, for example, is, 157 minutes, okay? I think that's too short.
Yes.
Not because it's a short movie, but because the pacing of the movie felt really, really weird.
So, The Hunger Games Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, from my understanding, is the longest Hunger Games book out to this day. And a lot of people were upset that it was not one person suggested every single part should have been its own movie, which I think is a little insane, because part 1 and part 2 should I understand from a director's point of view that it would not have worked as 2 movies, but they should have done 2 movies because the one movie would be so heavily focused and also would have the Hunger Games portion. Because if you guys do not know, the Sogbirds and Snakes is split up to 3 parts. The first part is him becoming the mentor. The second part is him as in the games as a gamester, and the third part, or a little bit before that, and the third part is him as a peacekeeper. Spoiler. But overall, the whole movie's pacing is very, very fast. I think the Hunger Games in the movie is 2 days, while in the book it's been at least 2 weeks, because every single time someone's killed, it's delayed, and there are just more and more delays. And
I think the problem with it is, going into it, I'm expecting a Hunger Games movie, right? And the first Hunger Games movie, the entire movie is okay, we get introduced to this world, then she's going to the games, and you get every little aspect before the games, and then you're in the games, and the games is the bulk of the movie, right? And then the second movie, it's kind of the same way. You get a little bit before to world build, and then the bulk of the movie is in the games, right? The third movie, it's not really about the games anymore. I still think they're great movies. Now, this one, going into it, I was expecting it to be about the games, okay? And maybe that's just me not watching a trailer before I watched it, or me not quite understanding it. I knew there would be a little bit more because it was about Snow and he didn't compete in the games. but I was expecting it to be a lot about the games, right? And
Mhm.
the games portion feels like the quickest part of the entire thing, and like it's not at all a focus
Well,
point, which is fair because he's not competing in the games.
exactly. In the book, we don't even know what Lucy Gray is doing for half of the games because there's no cameras on her.
Hmm.
It's mostly like what he's sitting there, he's talking to his classmates, he goes home, he like there's just so many parts in the
I.
book that is not in the movie, and
Hmm.
I feel like it was pretty critical to know who he was. Like this is spoilers again for the book and the movie, but there's a bombing when they first see the arena,
Arena.
and that
Hmm.
delays it for like a while. But in the movie, that night he's in the hospital, and she's going on the fucking TV to do her little like talent show.
Hmm.
But in
And
the
they say like the
book,
games are going on like tomorrow; they're still happening.
yeah, and then in the book, he's in the hospital for like a week. He gets the girl who gets bit by the snake like goes and yells at him for like being like no one has visited me, and her whole back is scaled rainbows, and
Oh.
she like comes back and she like is angry at him, and she like everyone just told that she had a flu or something.
Hmm.
Um and he goes to this like these people that helped him during the war that I think worked in the black market, and they run a club, but gets a guitar for Lucy Gray, and like he visits her like a lot, and then like St. Janus's mom is important and brings him like snacks and food because he can afford to eat, and like there's just a lot of like I feel like character development
Hmm.
where you know that he's struggling financially, and like you see how fucked up he is, which I personally like because I'm a fan of the reason why villains are the way they are. Like, that's
Hmm.
why I like Maul and Vader. But in the movie, I mean, he like cares more, and he seems like actually like the only reason why he was gonna run away with Lucy Gray is because he had no other hope of going to the capital.
Hmm.
He he didn't have that option. But once he got that option, he was gonna leave her. You know, he killed his own self.
Yeah, yeah. I think going back to like the games portion, I think the movie. I think I would have liked the movie more. Obviously, there's no way to know, but I think I would have liked the movie more if it had less focus on the games actually, because the kind of whiplash of it was what I think made the pacing feel so weird because you get the entire first part that's building his character and about him, and then the Hunger Games portion, it just cuts obviously, and you're getting a lot in the games from Lucy's perspective. And yeah, it like obviously impacts him in a way, but you're bringing up a lot of moments that you say they cut from the book to the movie that build up his character more, and I feel like his character wasn't built that much during the games portion of the movie, and it just felt kind of out of place because then the games not being the focus made that entire middle portion feel like it wasn't really needed and felt kind of rushed, and yeah, just weird. Like the games end too by like they spoiler warning. But there's like three people left alive other than Lucy, and then they just dump snakes and they all instant out of the snakes right away.
Which doesn't happen in the book. Like,
Hmm.
which honestly kind of confused when I was reading the book because basically they still like she still sings her song. It's a
Hmm.
funeral song. The song that she sings because she's singing to her death, and then because he does the scent thing, they then get like dispersed or they disintegrate. But then she say, I said this during movie night, so I'm kind of for you I'm repeating, but
Hmm.
basically I think someone from 3, if that's the really smart tech people, has been programming the drones, and then they program the drones to attack a person. And while they're like using the remote, a person comes and stabs them in the back. And then that person that stabs in the back gets into a fight with Lucy, and Lucy like starts to hug him and then stabs one of the snakes into him and kills him. And then Reaper, who's just been sitting on the steps of the arena, um, he was just watching Lucy, and then Lucy Gray kept messing with his grave that he was making. Like she kept taking the flag off and running around, because
Hmm.
I think one, he had rabies or like by now, and also he's just exhausted. So she also poisoned a pool of water that he's been drinking out of, with the rat poison, and then was exhausting him to drink water, and then killed him. And then she sat there for like an hour until they confirmed his death.
Mm-hmm.
But watching it back, the film was so fast. But I do still really enjoy it. I just reading the book made me like the movie less, sadly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I get that. With there's certain books and movies that are like that. Like, I think I brought this up when we talked about
Maze
it.
Runner.
Well, that's just a colossal fuck up. But a movie that I love and a book that I love even more that makes me like the movie a little bit less is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, because in the book they go so much more in depth with inside the Ministry of Magic and shit that's going on in there, and like the different rooms they go through, and crazy shit happens that they just didn't do in the movie, or like couldn't do in the movie and didn't include it. So I don't know. I see what you're saying, but
Yeah. I feel
still,
like, how long was the movie? 2.5?
yeah.
I don't know, just make it 3.5. Like, just like make it Oppenheimer. Like, the thing that's funny though is I do complain about 3-hour movies, but with that much content and it being like basically 3 different movies, more like 2 movies, they should have spread it out a little bit more. But they did a pretty good job, and all the acting is amazing, I think, personally.
Oppenheimer is actually a great comparison, because Oppenheimer's a 3-hour long movie, but it's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I have no complaint over watching all 3 hours of Oppenheimer, because I feel completely like locked into the movie when I'm watching it. And Oppenheimer and this kind of have the same sort of like uh to me, they had the same style, where it was like Oppenheimer, there's the majority of it is about building the bomb, and you think that's like all the movie's going to be about kind of when you go into it. But there's this entire other section afterwards that's about like what happened after the big event that you were expecting happened. And there's like the whole court scene, and stuff like that. And it's this really like drawn out um part that I really, really love. And that's what makes the movie 3 hours long, is that part. And the Hunger Games, after the Hunger Games happen, they have this entire part of this is the aftermath of what happens after the Hunger Games happened, where he's now a peacekeeper and he's going here and doing this, this, this.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if they would have extended it to that 3 hours, it fits the sort of split of it better, and they could have gone more in depth on the individual parts.
Yeah, and when I first listened to it, when I first watched it, I was like, why the fuck is there so much singing? But she's Covey, so, you know. And her name is Lucy
Sing
Gray
a little
Baird.
songs.
So with the Covey, I didn't mention this during movie night, but I wanted to. I forgot about it. Everybody in the Covey's name is associated to a color, and they all have their own name song. And that's all. That's all I wanted to say. I thought it was really cool. There's like a bunch of them.
I think
Mavry, Ivory or something like that. I think it was one.
Maud.
Ivory.
I think that they shouldn't have used the word Covey, because the Coveys belong into All the Boys I Loved Before. That's it.
Well, this Covey's been around for a while, so.
But another complaint that I have with the movie, final thing that I brought up during movie night, it has a level of like Marvel cameo bait to it that I don't really like, that I was able to call out live while we were doing it, where like there's a part where she grabs a plant. She's like, they call this, and said whatever the plant's name is, but I like Katniss better.
Potato Swamp.
Yeah. So
yeah, you're gonna hate the new book then.
It's just like, I understand it's within the same world, and there were parts of it.
You're hating on the author right now, by the way. Not that this is.
No. That's fine. There were parts of it that I like when they bring up characters like the weatherman, right? He has the same last name as the guy who hosts the show in the first one. That's cool. It's like world building. Or they brought up, I forget, I think they brought up like Crane or something, and Seneca Crane is the first games master, and they brought up another guy or girl or someone, and their last name is the last name of the movie 2 game master that's actually like helping run the revolution, stuff like that. I think that is fine world building. That's great. Some of it, like the Katniss line especially, felt a little forced.
Well, I think it's also, she put it in there to show that like he's like everything kind of reminds him of Lucy Gray, and he can't escape it, like with the Mockingjays, and
But
it's hard to talk about without spoiling the book, which I haven't finished yet. I'm finishing it tomorrow. I've been waiting to go to work so I could pass time reading this book, and I just finished the games in the book. I've been spoiled from TikTok on but I've been spoiled on things that I know will happen, but I don't know how will happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like
obviously I know who was gonna win the games.
Haymitch won? What?
What? That's crazy.
Someone got thrown into the wall of the arena or something?
How'd you know?
Because he mentions that in like the first movie.
No.
Like brings that up to Katniss. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like
that didn't happen though.
It's something like that, I swear. Am I right?
Okay. I haven't read anything like that.
I don't know. It's something. I swear it was something about like the edge of the arena or something, or maybe he just like
there
camped
is
there he like waited out at the edge of the arena or something. I'm
gonna. Oh fuck! I didn't ask my sister.
I
was gonna get the first Hunger Games book out of her and use it today. Read it tomorrow. Anyways, continue. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like they added enough. The author added enough details of and similarities that between Katniss and Lucy that it didn't need
Lucy Gray.
That it didn't need such an on the nose like I like calling this one Katniss moment. I don't know. It just felt weird.
Reading it was a lot better than how it was in the thingy. I did send you the scenes that hit differently after the Ballad of the Songbirds and Snakes. This is the TikTok that I sent you. Snow saying, "What a lovely pin. Lucy Gray and her Mockingjays are always haunting him." Everyone likes an underdog. I don't. Lucy Gray was an underdog, winning when she wasn't expected to. These kind of sound like reaches sometimes, but they're not. The white flower. The white roses, obviously.
Notice that.
Snow asking Katniss not to lie because Lucy Gray lied to him, but also Lucy Gray's like one thing is like over love is trust and honesty.
Yeah, also I don't know if this part of the movie was done the same way in the book, but I didn't really like it. They go, spoiler warning, of course. They go to like a cabin because they're gonna run away, right?
Yes.
And they're all running away, and here's the guns. There's a lot. We get rid of this. I'm good to go. I'm fine, right? And then Lucy Gray's like, "Yep, no loose end." Or he's like, "No loose ends." And then she's like, "Except for me, of course." And then he's like, "What?" And then she goes, "But you wouldn't tell." And she's like, "Yeah, of course not. I'm gonna go pick some Katniss now." And then he goes, "But didn't you say it's like too early for that?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's fine, but it's still raining outside. Why are you gonna go outside?" And then he just lets her leave. Obviously, she was running away.
But he trusted her. Where is my book?
But it's like it's not even a level of trust. He's just a fucking idiot for that. He pointed out every reason that she was clearly running away and then just let her go. I don't know.
Can't find the book.
It was kind of dumb to me.
We'll never know what it is in the book. It's somewhere. I've filmed a TikTok, so my room is a mess.
But the movie's pretty good overall.
Snow using poison, and he gave poison to Lucy in the arena. The things that we love the most.
And he poisoned Tyrion Lannister.
Snow realizing Katniss loves Peeta. He could have experienced the same pure love.
Okay, that feels like a reach.
That is a reach. But them holding hands, he hated because he was like, he kind of started the holding hand thing.
He was the first person to hold hands.
Yes. Yes. He started the holding hands. And Katniss showing compassion for falling tributes, and the thing reminds him of St. Janus. Anyhow.
The final thing that I wanted to talk about is a really quick one. Epic Universe, Universal Studios' new amusement park, has been having some preview days, and they finally had. There were some leaks from the preview days because it was team members, and then it was team members and like friends and family of them, and hundreds of team members actually got fired because of leaks from them or their friends or family because you weren't supposed to leak and like take photos or anything. But they finally did Media Day where they invited a bunch of people, and they didn't invite Vincent Vision.
They didn't invite me.
Universal, you're on
didn't invite
fucking
me.
fraud watch. Universal, invite
Hello?
Vincent Vision the next time.
And me.
Yeah, invite you. But like Vincent Vision is my favorite Universal content creator who makes mainly Universal content. And I was watching the fucking guy from the Hat Guys podcast go to the rides, but not Vincent Vision. Make it make sense. Anyways. Yeah, so they had a media day, and you could finally take photos and videos of anything except on the rides. You weren't allowed to do ride POVs. Did some people still do it? Yes.
Yes.
I have
I've
avoided
seen...
all spoilers on the rides as I want to, and I've avoided most experiences because I'm actually going in August, so I want to experience it for myself for the first time and
With
be
who?
mind blown. I am going with can't say.
Oh, I know what it is. Never mind. Sorry, I genuinely was asking with who.
Yeah. I can't say, but I'm going, and I think there's some really cool shit that they've been doing that came out with these like pictures and stuff.
They're doing Dune now.
And one of the coolest things that I think is going completely under the radar for most people is their locker system.
Oh, this is why you wrote lockers. I thought you got locked in a locker.
No. Apparently they use this system in Universal Beijing, and they're now finally bringing it to their Florida parks, at least in this park. But right now, how the lockers work in Universal Studios Islands of Adventure. That sounded like an ad the way I read that really fast. Right now,
everything
how they work,
and anything that we said is not endorsed nor is an ad. This is all our personal opinion.
Please endorse us, though. Please.
Please do reach out. We have a business email that neither of us are. What if we have had?
Shit.
Are you logged into that?
Yeah.
I'll check later. All right, continue.
But one of the cool, you use your park ticket or your pass, and you scan it. And then if you don't have a park ticket for whatever reason, or you don't have like a physical ticket or something, or you can't scan it, you can like get a ticket from an attendee, and you scan it, and it opens up the locker. And then you have to keep your park ticket or pass or whatever it is on you while you put all your other stuff away, go on the ride, come back, use the ticket, open it up, right?
What if you don't have pockets?
Exactly. If you don't have pockets, there's a bunch of other you got to like slip it in your shoe or whatnot.
Is happening now?
Yeah, this is what's happening right now. But the new system they have now uses facial recognition. So you go up and it said I don't know if you have to like press a button or something, but it says all you got to do, you just smile, it scans your face, opens up a locker, put your stuff in, close it. When you come back, you just look at the camera again, boom, your locker pops open. No ticket needed, no nothing. And only you can open it cuz it's by your face. I think that's sick.
Now you have copies of your face.
I was going to say, for people who are like that, you can apparently still do the old method or something. You just have to like talk to an attendee. But
interesting.
I will be giving them my face because that's sick.
Now, what happens if on the ride you get into an accident, your face shreds off? What are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? Who's going to open the locker?
Probably an employee would be my guess. Yeah.
But how do they know it's your locker? What if you're lying? What if someone goes like, "Hey,
showing up to the locker area with my face wrapped in bandages and going like, "Hey, I got in an accident. Can you open my locker for me?"
But at the same time, like, what if someone's like, "Hey, this locker won't open. It's my face." And then, like, how? Like, do they have footage?
They ask you they ask you what's in it, and then after they open it, they see if that's what's in it.
A bag. Now what are you gonna do?
They ask like what color bag, what shape, like they ask for details. Because I've had locker issues before where like I scanned my pass and it didn't work, and yeah, they ask you.
Interesting. You know what I never got was Disney. When you enter, you scan you tap your card, and then I think they like scan their finger or something. I never understood why. I guess it's so they don't share passes with people, but like. I just had that realization right now that it's because they don't share. Yeah. Okay.
Universal used to do the same thing, but now they also do facial recognition.
The thumb thing's kind of cool though.
The thumb scan?
Yeah.
I think the face is sick because now, like,
but your phone does that.
Yeah, your phones used to do the finger thing too, and they got replaced.
And I love the finger thing. Bring back fingering things.
Yeah, get that hashtag trending, guys. But yeah, like my face is attached to my pass now, so when I go to Universal, I don't even have to scan my pass. I just walk up to the camera, it scans, knows that I have a pass, and I just get to go in. It's sick. Saves a lot of time. Pretty awesome.
I don't go anywhere, so.
But from what I have seen, and what a lot of people are saying, there's actually a war online as to whether or not Disney is in trouble. And I think Disney is in trouble because, goddamn, Epic
Well,
Universe
I
looks
saw
fucking
also
good.
a ranking of all the rides.
Epic Universe looks good. Dark Universe has taken everyone by storm. Before anything got shown for Epic Universe, thought Dark
Can you
Universe
give
would be
give an idea of what's being been added? Because I feel like
okay.
some people are
So,
like,
Epic Universe is the first full amusement park being added to Orlando in like 25 years or something, or maybe that's specifically for Universal. I don't know. I'm reading stats off my ass. I heard that though. And yeah. So right now there's Universal Studios and there's Islands of Adventure, and they have like their own like little lands as you go through them. But this is called Epic Universe, right? So you walk in, and the entire middle area is called Celestial Park, right? And it's their original IP kind of amusement park. There's a new roller coaster that is apparently one of the best roller coasters like ever made. The best roller coaster in Orlando. I've heard phenomenal reviews from it. It's sick. It's a dueling coaster, so there's like two tracks going at once, and
oh, is it the skinny one?
they have
Like the green and blue one?
I don't know what color it is. I haven't seen a lot of photos because I've been avoiding.
No.
Um, but it has a part of it that's like patented called the Celestial Spin, which is like a twist of both the tracks going at the same time next to each other, and you get like really close to each other.
Now, what
Like
they're your height? Like, what if
I'm
you go on it and your pair, like the whole track is you, right? Like the whole train, and the
okay.
other
It's
side of
all
the train is
me's.
all you,
Uh huh.
because you're really tall. Are you gonna hit heads?
No, not like that. But I've seen people like I've seen a photo of people sticking their arms out, and it visually looks close. It's probably not actually that close, but it looks kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, it's called Stardust Racers, and there's like a carousel and some food places, right? And then in this hub area, there's also their first ever in-park hotel they're opening, the Grand Helios Hotel. Um, and then in that hub area, there's then these portals that take you to different universes. That's why it's Epic Universe. So there's How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk, where you can go, and they've got like a roller coaster. They've got this kind of like water ride where in lore you're kind of training to be a firefighter because you know they live with the dragons now, so you got to be able to put out the fires, and so you like shoot water guns, I think. Um, Stuff like that. They also, which I have seen videos and pictures and stuff of, you can meet Toothless and meet some of the
I
dragons,
did see that.
and they
Yeah.
look sick.
You
The
can.
animatronics is so good on them.
Can I say one thing you can do with it or no?
Yeah.
You can put you can pet him and his eyes closed. Kind of
Yeah.
like detects your hand,
Uh
and
huh.
then
And you can see
um,
it like kind of like it looks like it's sniffing your hand, like the nose has movement
yeah.
separately. Like oh,
And the actors
it's
are apparently very good.
it's so good. Um, So yeah, that area really sick. You can eat in like this big Viking mead hall. It's awesome. Then they have Super Mario World, which is in California
It's
and in
a me.
Japan. It's a Mario. And so then they have that, which there's people already theorizing from past rumors and stuff that they will be adding Zelda soon, which
Ooh.
seems to be getting hinted at because apparently one of the parking lots in Epic Universe is
You
named
know,
after
for you
Zelda.
not looking at anything, you
And
know
dude,
a lot.
I've avoided like the inside of the rides, but outside the rides, it's all
That's
fair
like
game.
me with Star Wars.
Um, in the Nintendo store in that part of the park, they actually have real stained glass. They have stained glass of Zelda in it. So apparently Zelda is
Oh.
going to be an expansion. So that would be cool. But they also have an expansion that's a new expansion to the Japan Mario, but has not made its way to California, which is Donkey
Bowser.
Kong
Fuck.
Country.
That's what I
Close,
meant.
close. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country.
You
So then
jump
you
off the track.
yeah, there's apparently the ride makes it feel like you jump off the track. I'm super excited to experience that. But yeah, there's like a roller coaster there. There's like a Mario Kart VR ride. There's like a Yoshi kind of people mover ish ride.
Yoshi.
Um, A big part of the Mario Land is you can get this like power up band, and then you get to go around and like there'll be the question mark blocks. You can go up, you can hit them, and like get power ups, and you can collect coins and do a bunch of different mini games and stuff with them. Very cool. Looks great. You can also meet the characters. Like you can meet Toad. Famously, everyone wants to dance with Toad. That'll probably come back. Um, then they have Harry Potter because with the Universal Park, you gotta have Harry Potter. So finally, they are doing Fantastic Beasts with the main area. So you go and you're in apparently like pretty accurate, if not completely accurate, like streets of I want to say Paris, but maybe it's a different part of France. Streets of France from the 19 somethings, I think. Wow, I know a lot of
Right,
information off the top
perfect.
of my head. Um, but yeah, it's from Fantastic Beasts, and so you're going around like kind of old timey ish Paris, and there's apparently going to be a show in there that's in this like circus tent thing that's going to be really cool. And there's some new restaurants that have new butterbeer stuff, and there's like a French boutique that makes fancy wands that all look really cool. And then you get to use, which I've avoided videos of this so far, and I'm really happy. You apparently get to use the flu network, which in Harry Potter is when you use flu powder and you throw it in a fireplace and then it goes green and you get to show up somewhere. And Harry goes diagonally and he ends up in Nocturne Alley because he doesn't pronounce Diagon Alley correctly. But you get to use the network, the flu network, to go into the Ministry of Magic. And now, lore wise, we're back in mainline Harry Potter and we're at a time that hasn't been explored in the lore yet, I believe. That is Dolores Umbridge is standing trial because she helped Voldemort in the war, and you get to be there that day. And the queue. This is the one queue I couldn't avoid because there's so many photos of it, so I've already seen it. The queue can hold up to 7 hours of people. A
Why would they?
it is a completely accurate to scale Ministry of Magic interior. It looks
It
fucking
does look insane.
insane. It looks
Yeah.
crazy. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Then you go and the ride vehicle is I think a new system, but you sit in one of the elevators, which in Harry Potter in the Ministry of Magic, the elevators like go a bunch of different directions and stuff. Um and from what I've heard of this ride, it is one of the best theme park rides of all time. I've heard people say they can't tell what's screens and what's animatronics. There's a ton of animatronics on it. All of it feels very, very real. It doesn't feel like Screen Simulator, which some Universal rides people complain feel like that. You don't have to wear 3D glasses, which is good because there's some rides that make you do that, like the Spider-Man ride, which is still one of my favorites. But it just kind of takes you out of the immersion because you're wearing like these bulky 3D goggles. Don't have to do that. It apparently feels really real. Holy fuck, I'm excited. I've avoided all spoilers on it. I'm so excited. Then the last area, which I thought would be the least popular because we've got some big IP. You know, you got Harry Potter, you got I almost said Minions, but you don't. You got Harry Potter, you got How to Train Your Dragon, you got Mario, right? The
Mm.
last one is Dark Universe, which is the Universal Studios classic monsters, right? So
I
like
did rate it low. I'm sorry.
your Frankenstein, yeah, your Frankenstein, Dracula, creatures from the Black Lagoon. I'm sure there's more that I'm not naming because I don't know a lot about the classic monsters, but I want to learn now because this land has taken everybody by storm. Okay, the
It is
comparison,
raped by the person that I followed, number two.
the comparison photos that I've seen of the concept art versus what they actually did is insane. They completely like captured every detail of it, the entire vibe of it. The area looks super sick. It has a 360 spinning roller coaster, I believe, that has been rated pretty decently. It's not super high, but it's apparently pretty fun. And then the star of the show is Monsters Unchained, which is like a Frankenstein experiment ride, and it's got a bunch of the classic monsters in it. I've avoided all spoilers of it, but from what I'm seeing, it's like an 11 out of 10 ride, contention for best ride at the parks, one of the best. Again, tons of animatronics that apparently look really
It's
good.
all fun and
Um,
games until the animatronic
early
goes down.
spoiler free reviews that I've seen of it, apparently there's jump scares with animatronics on the ride where it'll kind of draw your attention somewhere else and then boom, a monster will pop up. There's people who said they've screamed on the ride, like got scared. I'm so excited. Are you excited for what you see? Even though you're not planned to go anytime, are you excited seeing what you've seen?
I'm excited. I would like to go.
Mhm.
If anyone wants to send me out, it's madjadbusiness@gmail.com. I'm available May, June, July, and September.
Yeah, it is crazy because I'm going
The
the one
1
month
month
you
you're
can't go.
going, yeah. I'm on a trip. I'm seeing my
But
boyfriend.
2026?
I love my boyfriend.
2026?
Just go later. Like, why you gotta go in August? Just go in September.
Shit. I'll go in September too.
I don't have the money anyways.
2026?
Let me get a full-time job.
Yeah,
But
I'm very, very hyped.
chatters, get ready for that podcast episode. Because it's going to be really late. Because I'll be on a trip, so it's all going to be pre-recorded episodes that month.
Unless I do one there.
With Natalie, in line, because they have a 7-hour queue.
Yup.
But thank you so much for listening. Oh, that reminds me, we appreciate it. We post episodes every single Tuesday. If you have a topic that you are confused about and you want to pop your pussy to, if you don't know, our like segment is called pop culture pop your pop
culture pussy.
Yes.
Peter Piper popped a pop culture pussy. I don't know the rest of it.
Is this what episode is this one?
87.
Sure.
I don't have Spotify on my PC.
We should get. It's in my Discord.
Oh shit! True.
We should get. This is episode 87. Happy episode 87, everyone. We should release merch for episode 100.
I'm down. You ain't even got merch for.
I have merch. I just don't press. I press publish. Listen.
Yeah. What if we drop the merch at the same time?
We could do. We'll really drain out everyone's bank accounts because we all will buy all that shit up.
It would be super funny though if your podcast got merch before your stream. When I think you made the merch before the podcast existed.
I feel like the podcast merch would look better. No offense to the artist, but because the artist put so much detail and work into my merch, I wanted it embroidered so the shit, like the embroidery machine gets overwhelmed on where it's supposed to go. But with the design for the podcast new logo, it's more simplified where I feel like it'll be easier to embroider it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm down.
Okay, we'll talk about it. But we'll talk to you guys next week. Hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you wish Milo a happy 6th birthday. True. He has not a lot of friends.
Happy birthday, Milo!
Happy birthday,
hit midnight.
Yes.
Let's go.
He had his birthday cake already and got his toys already.
Ooh, fun.
He likes the Lion King, and we got him Lion King stuffies.
Aww.
With catnip in it. He has his own Pumbaa. That's what it is.
Pumbaa.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
What?